The 2026 Mazda CX-70. We have some new updates to talk about, but definitely stay tuned until the end of this video where I'll be sharing with you how you can save between 11 to 12% off the MSRP on the 2025 CX-70. And I also have a lot of great news to share with you, some powerful free resources that you can use to help you save not only a lot of money, but you can also use these free resources as good educational tools as well. More on that in a moment, but let's get started with the 2026 CX-70 updates. So if you don't know already, the CX-70, it's effectively a two-row version of the CX-90 Mazda. Okay, so the CX-90, it's got the full 3 rows. CX-70 pretty much looks identical to the CX-90, aside from like a different front grille or a front end, if you will, and you lose out on the 3rd row seats. In my opinion, kind of a missed opportunity on Mazda's part. They could have made something really stylish and sleek, kind of like a coupe-esque SUV, like what Volkswagen did with the Atlas Cross, or on the premium side of things, like the Porsche Cayenne Coupe, right? They could have done something like that. But anyway, moving on from that, we have more new standard features for the CX-70 this year, and we also get new black Mazda emblem and badges. And these new gloss black Mazda emblems and black badges, that's going to be featured on all 2026 CX-70 models. I wish they had some pictures or videos to share with us regarding that, but they do not. They still only have footage and pictures of the 2025 CX-70, which I will be showing you on the screen so your eyes can be occupied. And we can go ahead and we can go through each of these trim levels. So the base model, it's going to be known as the Turbo Preferred. These entry-level models, they are powered by the 3.3 liter inline-6 turbocharged engine, putting out 280 horsepower and 332 pounds-feet of torque. All CX-70s and CX-90s, they come standard with all-wheel drive, which is great. Mazda claims that these entry-level inline-6 models can do 24 city, 28 highway regarding the fuel economy, and these vehicles do run on regular fuel. The 28 mpg on the highway, that is legit. You will be getting that. However, you're not going to get anything close to 24 in the city. You're going to be getting closer to 17, 18 in the city, maybe 19 if you're a bit more mellow with the throttle. But this new Preferred, it comes really well equipped for 2026. Okay, we already talked about the blacked out emblems, but you're also going to get 21-inch black metal finish aluminum alloy wheels. Honestly, the CX-90s and the CX-70s, they ride just fine with the 21s, no big deal. But you do get the LED daytime running lamps, LED taillights, high beam control, and rain sensing wipers. And new for 2026, that base Preferred comes with standard ventilated front seats, heated rear seats. You also get the heated steering wheel and the 8-way power adjustable driver's seat with power lumbar and 2-position memory. The passenger also gets 8-way power adjustability in the front, so that's great. You do get leather seats as standard with the entry-level Preferred, either in black or that greige color, just like a beige. And you do get a leather-wrapped shift knob and steering wheel. You do get the paddle shifters. You get heated front seats. You get the retractable rear sunshades. Yeah, these vehicles, they come really well equipped. You even get the power lift gate. You get the 12.3-inch infotainment screen with Alexa built in. And you also get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You get an 8-speaker audio system, which does not sound bad. It's obviously not as good as the Bose system that Mazda has to offer, but as an entry-level unit, this audio system is fine. You also get the wireless phone charging, you get some USB-C ports, and you also get the useful safety tech features as standard, like blind spot monitoring, radar cruise control, rear cross traffic alert, etc. So you look at that list of standard equipment on just the base CX-70, you might be thinking to yourself, wow, there's not really much incentive in moving up in trim. And you would be right, but of course, Mazda is smart. They do know how to squeeze out some more money from you. For instance, you step up to the premium, which is the next level up, you do get an increased towing capacity of up to 5,000 pounds. You do get the automatic power folding and auto dimming side mirrors. You get the hands-free power lift gate. You get even more blacked out finishes on the exterior, including the door handles and the pillar garnishes. Premium is also going to get this contrasting silver valance on the front bumper cover. Okay. And the premium is also going to get you the full 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. And this is where you also get the 12-speaker Bose audio system, which genuinely does sound incredible, one of the best audio systems within its class, and for this reason I do recommend stepping up to the premium, even though the base model does come really well equipped. Anyway, the features continue. The premium model also gets frameless auto dimming rear view mirror with the home link for the garage door buttons. You also get the Mazda online navigation and some more safety tech features as well. And then we have the Premium Plus, which builds upon all of the features we just talked about. So this is going to be your top of the line 280 horsepower version of the CX-70. This Premium Plus comes with standard Napa leather seats. I'm not gonna lie, the Napa leather, it is really nice because it makes the seats feel a bit more comfortable. I've noticed that the top trim level CX-70s and CX-90s offer the most comfortable seats due to that Napa leather. There's an additional layer of plushness which helps out on longer trips. The regular seats, they are a bit more stiff. Anyway, seating comfort, it's pretty subjective, but you're also going to get adaptive front lighting system on the fully loaded model. You also get the 150 watt outlet. You get the windshield wiper de-icer and a power panoramic sunroof. And we're also going to get things like the 360 camera. That is nice to have on a larger SUV like this. And it's also got the see-through view and a trailer hitch view as well with the Premium Plus. And once again, you get even more safety tech features. So yeah, Mazda is smart. Each trim level is worth considering, depending on your budget. Then we move on to the next powertrain, which is the plug-in hybrid, which they have updated the trims. We have the SC and the SC Plus. These are your two new plug-in hybrid trim levels, and it's got the 4-cylinder engine with the electric motors with a total system output of 323 horsepower and 369 pounds-feet of torque. Mazda does recommend premium fuel, however, with the plug-in hybrid, and new for 2026, the plug-in hybrid range has increased to 30 miles. I believe previously it was like 26 miles. The SC model, it is going to come with the black exterior badges, of course, and other blacked out accents. And this SC also comes with 19-inch gray metallic aluminum alloy wheels. SC also comes with the 8-speaker audio system, and as you would expect, SC Plus builds upon the standard features. Price has dropped significantly on the plug-in hybrid for 2026. I'll be talking more about that in a moment. But then finally we get the Turbo S models. Okay, so the Turbo S, it is effectively a more powerful version of the entry-level inline 6. So with premium fuel, the Turbo S, it's going to be making 340 horsepower and 369 pounds-feet of torque. You can use regular with the Turbo S, but your power will drop. Fuel economy is about the same with the regular Turbo and the Turbo S. Do you notice a difference in power out on the road? Yeah, you do, but I don't recommend paying up for the Turbo S. I would rather get a Premium or Premium Plus regular Turbo. I feel like the speed offered with that model is more than enough. But the Turbo S, it can naturally tow 5,000 pounds. It also comes standard with Napa leather seating. You get the 360 camera, you get the 12-speaker Bose audio system. You are getting a really well-equipped vehicle when you just go with a premium Turbo S. However, the Turbo S Premium Plus, the absolute top-of-the-line pinnacle CX-70 that you can get, is going to offer you quilted tan Napa leather seats. This is the most comfortable seats Mazda has to offer, in my personal opinion, and you just get a lot of nice premium touches throughout the cabin. But regardless, that's your overview for all of the trim levels. As always, I'm going to have the full Mazda press release on the screen for you to check out. That way you will know everything there is to know regarding these vehicles. But now let's talk about price, because price has gone up compared to 2025, especially for that entry-level preferred. We saw all of those new standard features. Well, that's going to cost you. The Turbo Preferred now costs almost $1,800 more compared to last year. So it starts at $42,250. Premium and Premium Plus, that's what I personally recommend. Prices have gone up by a couple $100s for those. Same thing with the Turbo S models. I have noticed that the higher trim level CX-70s and CX-90s tend to drive better, so that's another reason why I'm biased towards the Premium Plus, not just for the additional features. There is a lot of inconsistency I've noticed in the way the CX-70, the CX-90, all of these vehicles kind of drive. Honestly, the more affordable Mazda products like your CX-30, CX-5, CX-50, I've noticed a lot more consistency with those models than I have with these new CX-70s and CX-90s. No idea why that is. This vehicle, it is made in Japan. A lot of people put stock behind that, so no idea what's going on there. The plug-in hybrid version, I have personally never driven a plug-in hybrid CX-70 or CX-90 that I personally love. However, there are owners and people who have tried these vehicles in the comment section who have reported the plug-in hybrid is actually the smoothest CX-70 / CX-90 that they have personally driven. I would not discredit those individuals. They might be right. So just do a thorough test drive on each of these models that you are interested in. And for 2026, it seems like Mazda has dropped the price of the plug-in hybrid by nearly $10,000 compared to last year. The SC starts at $44,250. The SC Plus, $47,250. I hope that's not a typo. I hope that's accurate. The consumer website has not updated yet with the 2026 updates and prices, so hopefully these prices are truly accurate, but make sure to add $1,530 or $1,575 if you're in Alaska for the destination charge to all the prices that I just listed. Again, I'm sticking with the Turbo Premium or the Turbo Premium Plus. And since you made it to the end of this video, here's how you can save between 11 to 12% off the MSRP on the 2025 CX-70. You can reach out to AutoCompanion. He is one of the largest car brokers in the United States. He has partner dealerships both in Washington, D.C. and in California. He does offer nationwide shipping, but shipping is something you have to pay extra for. However, on some of these vehicles, paying that shipping cost is actually worth it because these are genuinely some of the best prices in the United States. On the inline 6 CX-70s, he's got about 11% off, and on the plug-in hybrid CX-70s, he has 12% off the MSRP, and that's before incentive. So if you qualify for loyalty or military, something like that, that's going to stack on top of AutoCompanion's discounts. Of course, he has similar savings on other Mazda vehicles like the CX-30, the CX-5, CX-50, even the hybrid models, and even the Mazda 3. All of these products I absolutely do recommend, especially the CX-5. That's been a go-to recommendation for several years now. And it's truly one of the most refined vehicles in kind of like the economy car segment. You're getting like a pseudo luxury car when you go with some of these Mazdas. And yeah, the CX-70s and the CX-90s, they can be excellent. Once again, when you go with the right trim levels, like a Premium Plus, for instance, on the Turbo Inline 6, that's been a great experience for me. I really do appreciate that vehicle. Not to mention the handling is superb. You have a lot of confidence behind the wheel with a lot of these Mazdas. That's especially true for the CX-70, CX-90 twins. It's got some of the best high-speed stability I have ever tested amongst the three-row SUVs, only to be matched by something like a Honda Pilot. And AutoCompanion also has other makes and models that he offers, like Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Kia, Hyundai, and he has premium brands as well, like Acura, BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Lexus, Porsche, Infiniti, etc. To access these deals and these excellent prices, AutoCompanion does charge a broker fee. He did say that if you go on his website and you fill out an inquiry form, he did say that he'll take some money off of his fee, and I really appreciate him doing that for my audience. And one piece of exciting news that I wanted to share with you regarding AutoCompanion is in regard to his free leasing calculator. So I've been partnered with AutoCompanion for a few years now. I've been showing on this channel his free leasing calculator, and a lot of my audience, they really appreciate that free resource. They've used it to save money on their personal car purchases. I'm really happy to see that. But now AutoCompanion has updated his calculator to be even more powerful and robust. In fact, he's also got a finance and cash calculator coming out as well. You might be thinking, why do you need a cash purchase calculator? But actually, car buying, it's not just as easy as just financing, leasing, paying cash. There's a lot of nuance that goes into this, particularly with the incentives. So sometimes when you pay cash, you miss out on some of the incentives available for leasing or financing. And sometimes manufacturers offer a separate incentive for cash buyers. In the case of Mazda, for cash buyers, they have an additional $2,000 in incentives. So in the future, you're going to be able to compare and contrast which buying method is going to save you the most amount of money for that particular month, because interest rates, incentives, lease programs, finance programs, all of these things, they do change and update every month. And the most powerful thing about AutoCompanion's calculator is it also updates every month for all of these manufacturers with the latest programs. And AutoCompanion has always offered this as a free resource. You do not have to pay for this. His new calculator, it's been revamped. It's even more powerful now for the leasing calculator, and he still doesn't charge any money. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to access this for free. However, if you've used this calculator before and it helped you save money on a deal, if you want to support AutoCompanion, he does have a donation button, so you can donate to keep this calculator free for everyone, because it does cost him like thousands of dollars to keep this calculator up and running. Anyway, with this new leasing calculator, it still shows you the interest rates, the residual values of a lease, the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. It still shows you all of that, but it's also been updated to account for multiple security deposits, or MSDs. This is different from putting money down, because MSDs, when you pay that, it's actually a refundable deposit that you get back at the end of a lease. And the reason for doing this is so you can save on the interest rate of a lease. So if you run numbers on a CX-70 Turbo Premium Plus 2025, interest rate as of October 2025 on the lease, it's 2.9%, which is identical to their finance offering of 2.9% for 60 months. However, you can pay like $5,600 in MSDs to drop the money factor, or the interest rate of the lease, to 1.18%. So as you can see, whether leasing, financing, or paying cash is the cheapest way of purchasing vehicle, it's really going to depend. There's a lot of nuance here, and there's a lot of flexibility when it comes to leasing. So it's a very complex thing, but this leasing calculator helps you understand the mechanics of leasing, and it shows you all of the things that are possible. Because, for instance, people have commented saying that they've gotten like 15-16% off the MSRP on a CX-90. That is possible, and that's one of the reasons why AutoCompanion offers this free leasing calculator, so you can try and negotiate on your own. And yeah, if you don't live in like a big metro city or something, if you live kind of on the outskirts, it is possible to get really high discounts off the MSRP. But if you live in a more larger city where car dealerships are less incentivized to provide big discounts on new vehicles, then of course AutoCompanion service is worth considering. But it's also worth considering to take advantage of things like multiple security deposits, one-pay leases. Not every dealership is capable of doing these things. Like their finance department is not knowledgeable enough to pull these things off, or it's not available in their system. But AutoCompanion, he's not just saving us money off the MSRP, he's also helping us with certain tactics like MSDs, one-pay leases. He offers all of that. All of his partner dealerships are able to accomplish these things, and it allows for additional savings as well. And yeah, you can even do one-pay leases to save the absolute most amount of money in interest and not have to worry about payments. So it just depends on how much cash you have, what you're comfortable with, but regardless, the free education is here. You can use this. It's been updated to show even more information, and more is still to come. So that's what I wanted to share. I'm going to have all of AutoCompanion's information in the description box below. If you found value with this content, make sure to like and subscribe, because this is just not information that's commonly shared. But thank you so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.